Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm doing well. As you can see, it's getting a little bit colder. Fall is upon us. And here we are today, questions and Ayurvedic answers. I'm here every Wednesday at noon to have a platform for you to ask questions. I believe in Ayurveda. If you don't know what Ayurveda is, for me, my experience through Ayurveda is connecting myself to nature, to listening to the subtle messages my body is asking of me, and knowing beautiful ancient techniques and tools to answer those questions. And Ayurveda is over 5,000 years old, and it does stem from India, but it's really a universal way of looking and healing the body. And we look to the mind, the body, and the spirit. I want to heal on all levels, because if I'm not healing on all levels, then I am missing something. Then I will not be able to fully step forward. And so focusing mind, body, and spiritual energy, spiritual heart is really my focus. And so a lot of what I bring on the platform to talk to you about is the mind. I love and I'm super enamored by the mind and the processes and what we're going through and how we get there and where we're going and who are we taking with us and that process. But there's so many things that we can talk about, and I encourage you all the time to come to me and ask questions. Step on, type it in, let me know what you're thinking and where you're coming from and what you're concerned with. And every Wednesday I bring my own topic. So it never has to be along the same topic. It can be about anything that you're challenged by. And today I want to talk about the difference between energy and attitude. And I really came to this topic because I was listening to a wonderful podcast that my friend told me about, and a woman, Esther Perel, and she is a therapist and she works with relationship. And although I am not a therapist and I am an integrative coach and I use techniques and tools, I do care about how the relationship is with your partner, your children, your family, your friends, but also to yourself. And I thought she really had a wonderful kind of nugget there where she was talking about energy. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. Where she was talking about energy versus attitude. And there are really sick individuals, people who are really working through some trauma, but they have the most amazing attitude. And then there are people that are healthy and going to the gym and doing all of these really amazing things, but their attitude kind of sucks. And I think it's really important, the dynamic between when we tell ourselves, I don't have enough energy to heal. I don't have enough energy to cook today. I don't have enough energy to work through a traumatic experience. I don't have enough energy to, make love to my partner. I don't have enough energy to do the things that you want to do. And I'm here to say, if you have not heard it before, that that's okay. I think that when you're able to tell yourself and stand in your truth, it's beautiful. When you're able to finally understand where you are, and again, your truth, honoring the message that your body is asking of you, that is okay. I love that. And I think the difference is where your attitude is around that. Hi, thank you for joining. If you, just to pause on what I was speaking about, this is an open platform for you to comment, ask questions about your health, and receive Ayurvedic answers. So if this is your first time, type it in. I'm here to listen, watch, and respond. Thank you. And right now I'm talking about a comment from Esther Perel, who has her own podcast on relationships, and we're talking about the difference between energy and attitude. And I was just about to get into your attitude. Where are you standing? If you're standing and you're too exhausted to fully commit to something, what is your attitude around that? Are you frustrated with yourself? Are you upset with yourself? Or can you understand and see yourself and feel for yourself? Do you have empathy for yourself? Can you be happy in your choice? Can you stand resolved that although your choice is not one that you had hoped to make, that it is the one that you truly want? This is a really open topic. So again, if you are listening, type in your comments on this topic. Do you have, like an attitude shift that you want to make, an attitude adjustment? Or are you the type of person that you find yourself so positive and seeing the moments in such a graceful light, and you want to share that as well? Please comment below. When we're using Facebook and Instagram, you have only the option to type in, but I do respond, and I'm here for you. I think it's so important to see attitude as a very important piece to the puzzle. And I've talked about, our shadow sides before. I've talked about, and these are all in past videos if you have moments in your day to review some of my older videos. But the shadows that we carry with us, the shadow voices, the voices that tell us we should be doing something, we need to be doing something, you're not good enough, you can't be doing that, you have to be doing this. These are all, I'm just going to request that. Great. Actually, someone's asking me to be live. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm also on Instagram for those of you on Facebook, and I like both of these platforms, and something new is happening on this Instagram version. Someone's waiting to talk, so maybe we'll have a chance to speak. It says it's waiting for someone to connect. Maybe that was a mistake. So anyways, I'll move on. And if something happens, wonderful, we'll have a little chat. I can't wait. I have this conversation every Wednesday in order for someone who might feel like they're unheard, who might feel like they have questions that aren't being answered. So every Wednesday at noon, I'm here. And I don't know if something's going to happen with the Instagram option. So I'm just going to keep chatting away and respond to anyone who feels called to comment. But I was just speaking towards my past videos on shadows and voices that we feel like we need to answer. And I think that comes into our attitude. And when we are lacking the energy, or when we don't feel like we want to put energy towards something, the voices in our head, or whatever you choose to call them, the shadows, saboteurs is what my coach calls them, these play a huge role, I think, in our attitude. And we get stuck in a story. Again, I've talked about this before, and I love talking about this because it's so prevalent in everything we do. We are always with ourselves. We are always having that communication between us and our true needs, wants, desires. And I think that story that we get in, the story that we put ourselves in, the story that starts with, this is what I want, and all of a sudden snowballs, it snowballs into making up a huge story, and all of a sudden that person hates you and probably never wants to talk to you again, and you're feeling anger, and all of this made up, make-believe story that we put ourselves in. I think that has a lot to do with the attitude that we feel, and the attitude that we step into a challenge, something to recreate. And so really important here to differentiate lack of energy or lack of want for, and attitude. I think it's so important for us to find a space where we are accepting of ourselves and build the relationship with ourselves. If we're constantly doing this, if we are constantly hitting heads with what we want, where we want to be, where we want to go, who we want to spend our time with, who the person is that you want to be, your attitude is going to reflect that. But if you can step into a place of acceptance, if you can step into a place of allowance, of a little self-centered I know that that has a negative connotation in our world, but I think that it is so okay to be there. Then that attitude shift might change. And when that attitude shift changes, do you think that the energy shift might happen as well? I think that's a great question. If anyone feels called to answer that, I think it's beautiful to see a good snowball effect. Those happen too. So that was my topic that I'm bringing to the table today. If you were trying to access me and something happened with the Instagram, I don't know what happened, let's try again. I'm interested. I'm here every Wednesday at noon to experience, talk, communicate, converse about questions concerning your mind, your energy, your heart, physical ailments as well. Ayurveda sees everyone as individual, as unique, and there is no cookie cutter experience. Everyone has their own experience of health, of healing. So please reach out. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And it's going to take me a second to log out here. Feel free to contact me anytime. I'm always available. My name is Alexandra, and I'm a holistic health coach, an integrative holistic health coach. That means I work with you to give you the tools and techniques so you can change, and I hold you accountable to that. We all need someone on our team. If it's not me, I hope you ask your friends. I hope you get your family together. I hope you do what it takes to create the life that you want. Hi. All right, well, I'm signing off, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye. Boop. Boop.